It's a Marvel Studios products. There are bound to be tons of complaints in regards to one thing or another. I mean, that's just kind of the given these days. Now, of course, as more footage has continued to come out in regards to the series, people have pointed out that Oscar Isaac is a terrible actor because of the voice he's associated with one of the personas he will be portraying for Moon Knight. Now, people clearly don't understand that, well, there's a reason for it. So he now responds to the claims that he's a bad actor and doing a bad job, and why he's doing it the way he is. Imagine thinking Oscar Isaac is a bad actor because he's doing something specific with his voice, and this might be a shock to many of you, so I hope you're sitting down while watching this video. If you're walking down the street, just grab onto something, because this could be earth-shattering. This might actually shake the foundation of the planet, because Oscar Isaac is acting. That's why his voice is the way it is. That's why he's playing up a persona the way he is, because he's acting. This might be shocking to you. I might have just made a huge revelation to you that Oscar Isaac is not in fact Moon Knight in real life, and they're not following him around with a camera for a biopic, but he is in fact an actor playing a character who has, believe it or not, multiple personalities in him, aka schizophrenia, like the character in the comics. Now, if you can accept that, you understand why Oscar Isaac is kind of responding to criticism in regards to his acting and what he's doing with his voice and different characters, and why he sounds so vastly different from persona to persona, and why he's acting different from persona to persona. Because again, he says there's 100% reason behind this to how he plays Steve, how he is in the costume, and everything else you're going to see the character do. Because it has to do with the story. The reason that there's an accent is because that calls for it. They're doing something unique here. And people are still trying to respond to this by saying, no, he's just covering up being a bad actor. And he even reveals that when it came to the script, the only difference between the different personas was their attitude. And he came up with the idea to do different accents and a different type of delivery for each persona, because that would make sense. So it's not just, hey, which one am I following? This might be a little bit more, taking time to establish which persona could be taking over now. Instead, once you hear the voice, you automatically associate it with one of the personas. Again, this is great. I don't know if many of you have seen the film Split, but they do it perfectly there. The moment you hear the voice and you see the movement, you know which persona is in there. That works. So, complaining about an actor playing multiple personas and playing each one differently and saying they're a bad actor, I mean, doesn't that expose you as somebody that doesn't know what acting is? Believe it or not, and I know this might blow your mind as well, Chris Evans did not actually survive World War II and fight an invading army in New York. He was actually acting to be Captain America. Earth-shattering revelations I'm making for some of you folks, but it needs to be done.